In the land of ancient dense forest growing alongside the gently flowing waters of the Tallapoosa River that lazily twists its way south through the homes, hunting grounds, and the kingdom of the Alabama Sasquatch. From the heart of the South, this is Alabama Adventures, getting close to Bigfoot. Hello, and welcome to this edition of Alabama Adventures, getting close to Bigfoot. Now, hello, we're out here today. It is one more hot, steamy, muggy day here in Alabama. It's trying to rain. It's rained all weekend, and it's just a hot, sticky day today, and you can probably tell that I can certainly feel it out here. But anyway, I have a little video that I shot a few days ago that I want you to look at. I want you to look at it pretty close in some spots and see if you see what we think we saw after I got the video back home and we went to editing it to put it together to put it on here. I want to tell you real quickly how the video sort of came about being. A few days ago, I had a documentary film crew from New Orleans, Louisiana to contact me. They were doing a documentary on Black Panthers, and they came across some Black Panther articles that I had on the website. And they asked if they came up, would I tell them some of the sightings that has been reported to the Alabama Bigfoot Society. So, of course, I told them that I would be glad to help them any way I could, and I am real glad I did now that they once got up here. They were extra nice. It seemed like people that I had just known all my life, and we all hit it off real well, and we did a pretty good little documentary, I hope. I hope we got everything in there that they need. We started the video at a little deli and convenience store in town to kind of let you know where Wadley was and this type of stuff. And in just a few minutes after the cameras and that type of stuff got set up, the place got so full that the sound engineer said we were just going to have to cut the video short, that there was so much background noise that it was overriding what we were talking about. So anyway, I decided to take them out on location where I had received some Black Panther reports in the past. So anyway, I want you to watch this little video, and after it's over with, I'll come back on and explain a little bit more about it. But let's get to the video now to where you can see what I'm talking about and what happened over there in the 24-hour period. Okay, now before we get up there any closer, I'm going to stand here under the shade because the sun is bearing down today, and it's a real hot day. It was a real hot day yesterday afternoon when we got over here, and we got over here late, and we had to kind of get in a hurry to get everything done, but I'm gonna stand here in the shade a minute. What I have found yesterday, the cameraman that was with us, he had a lot of cameras, and he had some high-priced, expensive cameras, some that I wish I had to do these videos with, or I wish I could get them back down here with me and see if we could do some videos, some professional type videos. Very, very nice bunch of people, and I hope they come back real soon. Anyway, what we did, we got out right here. I sort of want to explain what was going on so you'll know that Bigfoot communicates with me, or make him communicate with everybody like he does with me. It's just something that I've found, and I'm going to show you exactly what it is before I even touch it. Right up here, let me turn the camera around and I'll show you where my Jeep's sitting right now. It's sitting right here on the side of the road. Right up through there you can see a small bent tree. And right here you see where the county has come through whenever they clean the ditches out so the water will run. You can tell how it washes down through here. But sometimes dirt gets piled on the side. And in that pile of dirt that is usually there, I have found several Bigfoot tracks over the years, and I tried to make pictures of them. But now let's walk up there, and I'm going to show you what I found today. Now I'm hoping the camera's on because I'm having a hard time seeing out here in this sun. Right back in there, you can see a partially bent tree that looks like it's been being worked on to be a bent tree. And I showed that to those people that I was telling you about yesterday. And we got to looking around here on the ground, and I'm going to just do a little quick sweep to show you about what I was talking about, the dirt and the wash and the pile of dirt right over here that sometimes that I have found like a Bigfoot track in. And yesterday we were looking and I found this. Now there's a lens cap laying in there now. That lens cap was not there yesterday. I believe that's a lens cap off of one of their cameras. But anyway, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to try to explain what's going on. This right here looks like a partial footprint. It looks like toe prints right in there and then kind of down. Right under there also looks like a footprint. It's even sort of rounded, and back this way it appears to be like a heel. This could be another footprint right in here, and this may be a real old one that was there before rain. But anyway, what I want to tell you about, and I'm just going to hold the camera on it for just a minute while I'm running my mouth. We found this, and me and the cameraman and two of the women that was with him that was doing the interview yesterday, we walked up and looked at this, and they videoed it. They have it on video also, and I'll just sort of sweep down through here. You may see another print or something while I'm talking. But anyway, we talked about it, and I told him that it looked like toe prints, and that I was coming back over here tomorrow with my camera and might bring some plaster of Paris to try to make a cast. But I know if I try to make a cast here on the side of the road that somebody else will see it, and they'll either tear it up or they'll get the cast before I get back over here. But anyway, that's what I did this morning. I know this is getting long, but I write stuff, and one of my college professors one time told me that in a writing class that I was in, he said, when you're writing stuff, you have got to make people see what you're talking about. So I guess that's why I go into so much detail. But anyway, I have got back over here. It's about 2 o'clock this afternoon. This is Thursday. I believe it's June the 2nd. I can't hardly keep up with dates. I believe it's June the 2nd, 2016. Yesterday, my Jeep was parked right here. But anyway, we came over here, we videoed what we think of these tracks, and I made the statement that I was coming back today. Well, we stopped. Let me show you this road again. We stopped a couple of times back up this road about a mile or so, and we did some videoing up there. And let me swing back around. And we also went on up this road looking for Bigfoot signs, bent trees, broke trees, teepees, that type of stuff. And we did find a few yesterday. And I have something else I'm going to show you in just a few minutes. But anyway, this was our main place that we were at, I guess, for maybe about an hour. And right before we started to leave, what I want to tell you about this lens cap. Right before we started to leave, I asked the young lady that was, I believe, supervising everything. She was kind of over the crew and everything. As a matter of fact, she's the lady that contacted me, and I won't call her name in the video yet until I can call her and ask her if I can use her name on here. She was standing where we had done a little videoing, and I was down there also, and I asked her, I said, did you see the Bigfoot tracks that we think we found? And she said no. So she and I walked back up here to where the tracks are, and we looked at them and talked about them a few minutes. And this lens cap was not laying in this track at that time. And just as soon as she saw the track and we looked at it a few minutes, we all got in my Jeep. Let me get a picture of that, because I just ran it through the car wash since it was going to be on video today. But anyway, let me get over here and get my name. That's the biggest thing we want to get out, is a little advertising on our name again. But anyway, we all got in the Jeep and we drove up this road a little ways to do some more videoing. And this lens cap was not laying in this footprint, or what I believe is a footprint, when we left yesterday. And I came back over here this morning. Like I said, now it's about 1 o'clock this afternoon or so. And when I got out of the Jeep and I walked over here with the camera, I decided, like I said, not to make a plaster cast. But when I walked over here, that was the first thing I saw, that this lens cap that undoubtedly has dropped off of one of their cameras was laying in this Bigfoot track. And now you may say, what significance has that got? It could have accidentally dropped in there. It was not there when we left. They have video evidence of whenever we left that there was no lens cap laying in this track. I walked over to it. This other lady walked over to it. We looked at the track for a good 30, 40 seconds and talked about it, and there was no lens cap laying in it yesterday. So what I believe happened, and I'm going to hold it right up through here because I've heard something up in those woods. It could be a deer or a coyote or anything else. But I'm going to hold the camera right there while I'm still running my mouth a little bit. What I believe is that Bigfoot and I have some type of connection, because I know I am called sometimes to go to certain places and do videoing, and I have caught them on video just accidentally. I don't have cameras set out in the woods and that type of stuff. But anyway, we may do a lot of editing on this since this is getting a little bit long, and I didn't really want it to be that long. I just wanted to show you what Bigfoot has, I believe, has done. Why else would this lens cap be laying in this track if Bigfoot didn't put it there? He heard me say that yesterday, that I was coming back over here today to video the track and make some pictures of it, a possible cast. And he found this lens cap somewhere. I don't think this lens cap was laying right here on the ground. I think it was maybe up the road or at one of those other places that we stopped and did some videoing yesterday. But it is my opinion, and I believe it 100%, and nobody will change my mind. I don't care what anybody says about you. Well, my grandmother had a saying one time when somebody would be telling a tall tale. She'd say, well, you're about as full of shit as a Christmas turkey, and that may be the way you feel about me. But when I walked up on this lens cap laying, why is it laying in this track if something didn't put it there? Why wasn't it laying out here on the side of the road, or why wasn't it somewhere else? Something put it here so I would find it when I came back over here today. And we're in the middle of, that was one of the places I wanted to carry them. I was well known for Black Panther sightings. And why is that lens cap laying where it is? Now I'm going over now to pick the lens cap up. This is the first time that I have touched the lens cap since I've gotten here. And if I sound excited on the video and really talking a lot more about things than what I should, it's because I am, this is to me, this is a very significant find. Bigfoot knew that this belonged to me or to somebody that was in that Jeep. And since I made the statement I'd be back over here, he said, well, I'll give it back to you. But I do believe that that's a partial track. This, like I said, could be one right here. I believe there's about two right there, maybe where one stepped and another one was following them or something like that. But that does look like toe prints in there. It may not now, the way the sun's shining on it, but it sure does when the shadow angles are just right. And there may be other tracks down through here. But like I said, I have photographed other tracks in this area. But now I'm going to get the lens cap, and I'll contact those people after a while and see if I can use their name on the video. But we're going to go on up the road. I want to show you some other Bigfoot signs that we found yesterday afternoon whenever we came through. Okay, now I'm just going to video this from the window of the Jeep. This is a bent tree that I did see yesterday afternoon while we were up here, but we didn't get it videoed yesterday afternoon after we found a lot of stuff. It was beginning to get a little bit dark, So we just decided that we would wait and hopefully they could come back again soon. Okay, now after we looked at the Bigfoot track down there, we came on up this road because there's a lot of Bigfoot signs that you can actually see from this dirt road. And about where my Jeep is now, we stopped yesterday and they were videoing like some bent trees and some broken trees and, well, just signs and that type of stuff. And we walked all along right in here, and this tree that is laying here now looks like it has been broken off up there from the best I can see, or it could have just been laid in here. I can't really tell right now, but anyway, this tree was not like this yesterday afternoon whenever we came through here, because we walked all along both sides of this dirt road for a good 30 minutes yesterday talking about Black Panthers, Bigfoot, all type of paranormal stuff. And if this tree had been laying here like this, we would have certainly seen it yesterday. So something did that since we were over here less than 24 hours ago. One thing that we were talking about yesterday is trails, Bigfoot trails. That looks to be some type of little trail right through there. I'm not sure if that's the one we were videoing, but I do know that this curve that we did stop in it for a good, like I said, a good 30 minutes and talked about signs and that type of stuff, trails and everything else. And I give you one more shot of that tree right there. That I can definitely say that tree was not like that yesterday afternoon when we were standing here in this curve talking. Now this right here is one of the other locations where we were stopped. This is in this same curve, just right out of view right there is where that tree is. But this is one of the same locations that we were standing talking, because I remember this limb being laying here like this. And last night I couldn't see it, and it may have been placed there today or last night sometime. But look at that little limb up against that pine tree. It appears to me like it was laid there. It just too big of odds of that limb falling out of another tree and standing like that, exactly where this looks like a Bigfoot trail could very well be. It kind of looked like it wanders around through there, and the ground looks kind of flattened right up through there. But it's just an odd looking way that limb is placed against that tree, like it's a marker of some type. Okay, now I know I'm going to really sound excited, and I may get to where I just talk in circles, but I have gone up the road a little ways, up this dirt road, and I have turned around. I'm fixing to come back to where the footprints are. Right down here, you can see that little wide spot down at the bottom of the hill. I hope you can see it. And we were here, and I believe I videoed up this way a few minutes ago. We were here about 30 minutes ago. I come back around this curve after I've gone up the road about a mile or so and turned around, finishing this video up. And as I come back, this tree here has been bent and pulled over out into the road, as with this one right here. It doesn't look like it's broken off up under there. The best I can tell, it looks like it's been bent. But this tree was not here about 30 minutes earlier. I'm gonna walk back up the road and I'll get a shot of the tree and my Jeep. But when I came, like I said, I guess Bigfoot's in here pretty close today. I hope he don't jump in the Jeep, because there's another bent tree right out there that maybe you can see. I'm not sure if it was here a while ago or what, but let me see if I can sort of get this into the shot. This is when I would like to have somebody with me to witness this and to help me with the pictures, because I have so much trouble with my eyes. I just have to sort of guess at the camera and hope that it's running right. But this tree, I would say, has just been pushed over like this. There's my Jeep. Right over the roof of the Jeep, if you can see down through there, will be where we were at about 30 minutes ago. But maybe you can see that. And the woods are so thick right now with the undergrowth and leaves, it would be pretty hard to see anything if it was out there. The documentary crew that was in here yesterday, while we were standing down there pretty close to where the tracks are, I'll just tell you that right quick. Might as well, since I'm running my mouth today. Two of the members of the crew said while we were getting ready to do the shooting and everything was kind of quiet and everything, that they could actually hear people talking. They could hear voices back up the creek there a little ways. And one other person up the road claimed that they saw 3 figures cross the road just a little ways up through. So it could have been a ghost or something like that yesterday. Because it is about hot as 700 hells out here today. And if hell's any hotter, I don't think I'm gonna be able to take it when I get there. But anyway, my Jeep, the air conditioner's tore up in it, and it is a very miserable day out here. If you want to come look around, bring a Jeep or a four-wheel drive or a truck that's good off the ground, because a lot of this dirt road is in pretty bad shape right now from log trucks going through, tearing up, and they tear up, but they don't never repair. Bigfoot is in here, and it could very well, this could be the place that he could be proven to exist. But anyway, I'll get on back to the studio to wind up this video. Okay, now as usual, the batteries has gone dead in the camera, and I had to change that right quick. But I pulled on down the road, and I wanted to get a little shot back up that way of that tree that was now laying in the road. I'll try to zoom in the best I can. This camera doesn't do good zooming in. But also what I found also was this right over here that I'm going to show you. Here's a bent tree. I don't believe this bent tree was here yesterday, because as I said, we were in this area a lot walking and discussing Bigfoot and that type of stuff. There appears to be a tree right there that has been the one tree has been twisted around the other tree. It looked like an arch. I wish I had a better camera to zoom in on this stuff, but let's see, it does look like it's kind of been twisted around that tree, and that little small tree there is bent now. But it's right there. It's right there. And I'll make a little shot down through there. Right down there at the bottom of the hill is where we were for a good hour, I know, yesterday afternoon, talking and videoing. But anyway, this video is getting a little bit longer than what I wanted to, but when I got out of the Jeep, I got one other thing right here I want to show you. I thought I heard something moving right up there. I'll just let it run a minute. Even though I think I do communicate with Bigfoot and I think we're friends, you can't never tell. Sometimes you have to watch your friends. Well, let me walk right down here in front of the Jeep, and I'll show you what I saw whenever I got out of the Jeep just a minute ago. Right there, you can see it pretty well. Appears to be in an X formation. You can tell that large pine has been pushed over, and that other one has possibly been pushed over and makes an X. Well, there's another tree leaning, but we'll get a little shot of it. I just have to shoot at it. The way the sun's shining on this viewfinder, I can hardly see it. Of course, I can hardly see anyway. The thing about it, we can't get on the land out here. This is privately owned land, but we can get on the dirt road. The dirt road's county-owned land, and there is a right-of-way on either side of the road. So sometimes I have people to stop and ask me, what the hell am I doing here on their land? And I'm not on anybody's land. I am on the dirt road, and that's what I've told people sometimes. But sometimes I don't mind somebody stopping and asking if everything's okay, or because sometimes I do have vehicle trouble. But anyway, I think I've got the Jeep running good. It just needs an air conditioner in it. So if you got something with a good air conditioner, it would sure help out today. Now, I was just about to leave, but I'm gonna do something that I wanted to get on video, and maybe it helps. I kind of think it will sometimes. Sometimes things may not, but I wanted to get this on video. I just thought about it. Thanks, guys. Found the lens cap. Appreciate it. I wonder if those bird calls are actually bird calls, or if it's Bigfoot saying no problem. glad to do it. Okay, now I'm coming on out of. Seemed like the weather may be fixing to go away. You might have heard that thunder. But I saw this. This could be a formation of some type. And this is what I'm seeing just from the road. I just wonder what's out in the woods if you could actually get out in there. But this looks like it's kind of been leaned up against that tree, and could be some type of formation. Could be a trail there. It really doesn't look like one, but could possibly be one through there. Well, now here's the lens cap that this video was about. I have passed this lens cap along to some of the psychics that are members of Alabama Bigfoot Society to see what they felt, what they might could pick up off of it. And several of them had about the same feeling that I do, that this came from a long ways and was placed in that track, that it was not dropped in that track, as I'm 100% sure that it was not there whenever we left that afternoon. What most of the psychics feel was the same thing that I do. One of them said that they feel like this lens cap was dropped at the first place we got out and did some videoing on location over there, which would have been about 2 miles through the woods to bring it to this track. So if indeed Bigfoot did pick this up and carried this 2 miles through a dense forest over some pretty tall hills, and I know of 2 good-sized creeks in that area that he would have had to cross. If he was smart enough to do that, just what kind of intelligence are we dealing with and looking at when we finally do make contact with Bigfoot? He is a whole lot smarter than we give him credit for. He's a lot smarter than us humans, I believe, because he picked this, I feel like he picked this lens cap up, carried it to the 2 miles through the forest, laid it in a footprint to where I'd find it the next day, and he did it without use of computers or cell phones or texting anybody, which is something that we humans cannot do anymore. So anyway, with all that being said, here's Chico. He had to get in on this video this afternoon too. And when those people came up, now look at the camera and smile. When those people came up from Louisiana the other day, they were looking for Chico too, and they thought he would go with us, but it was pretty hot, so Chico's getting a little old. He's got a birthday coming up on the 4th of July, and he'll be a big 13 years old. So he's getting a little old, and he can't take the heat like he used to. So Chico lays under the air conditioner a lot now. Anyway, it's just something to think about, the intelligence that Bigfoot may possess. I'm going to tell you what, boys and girls, she's a hotter out here today looking for Bigfoot. Anyway, that was our video for this episode of Getting Close to Bigfoot, and I hope you enjoyed it. It was a video that came about being that I really wasn't looking to do, except when there were those nice people came up to do a documentary from New Orleans, and we decided to go out on location. And I'm glad we did. That was what we found out there was some footprints, and then when I went back we found other stuff. I want you to look at it and see what you think about it. See if you see any Bigfoot in there. Go back to the description of the video. We'll have the times, or pretty close to them, when we think we saw Bigfoot in there. But anyway, you go back and look through the whole video. You may find him in some other places. You may find something that we didn't even see. That has happened before in some of the videos that we've done. Things have slipped by us. I would like to thank the people that came down to do the documentary and made this video possible. Without them coming down, we would have not went out on location where we did find these Bigfoot tracks and some other evidence that afternoon. The producer and director was Sasha. I did get back in touch with them, and she said that I could use their name. And so what I want to do is to tell you who they were, and if you run across these people and they're wanting to do a documentary with you or whatever, tell them that Sasquatch Jim told you to help them out any way you could. As I said, Sasha was the producer director. Emily was the lady that was in charge of the sound and technical content of the video. Vaughn was the young lady who did the interview and the narration, and Noah was the cameraman. And I'd just like to say that Noah has the greatest job in the world. He gets to ride all over the country doing these documentaries with three of the most beautiful women that you'll ever want to meet. And if they contact you, you certainly will want to help them out. I was very proud that they did with us, and hope that they got a lot of stuff that they could use with us. So as I always do, I would like to say hello to granddaughter Madison. Would like to tell you that the Alabama Bigfoot Society is run completely out of pocket. And if you have a few dollars that you could pass along or would like to donate, we would certainly be glad for you to do so. We can certainly make use of it. Or if you have equipment, and in the past couple of weeks we did have someone pretty close by to make a donation, not only of money, but sent some very nice backpacks that we can certainly use those. Anything that you send or anything that you can donate will be very much appreciated, and it will be put to use. But I also like to say that if you like what we're doing down here, to give us a like, and if you like these videos, we hope you subscribe to the channel. And I would certainly like to thank all of you for watching and supporting us. And I would like to say thanks to Bigfoot. If Bigfoot's somewhere where he can watch this video or where they can listen to it, I'd like to say thanks very much to, I'll tell you some of the Bigfoot that I believe that their names are. There's Molly and Katie and Patty and Louie and of course Big Joe, and Wilson is one of the Bigfoot's name. And would like to say thanks to all of them. And I appreciate you watching, and I hope you'll tune in next time, and I hope you enjoyed this edition of Alabama Adventures, Getting Close to Bigfoot. Be looking for you next time.